And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Pitt Panthers offense will get first crack at it today. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
And that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
They'll try the run. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Panthers with the 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Let's look at the big picture for Pitt. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the...
Touchdown, Panthers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Maryland's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, Dave.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. The run from the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. From the gun on 3rd down. Under under fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Terrapins will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. 1st and 10 for the offense. Running back searching for a hole. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got his man quickly. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Pitt pushing the pace.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds us back in the middle. They're not just using the running back as check down Charlie in the passing game. They're getting him downfield.
Right, and take my matchups I like. If you're going to play man-to-man, who are you going to put on the running back? You want to put a linebacker on him? I like my chances, even with safeties. Those guys, listen, they aren't as great as corners and covering, so I like finding matchups and exploiting them.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him.
Turning it on! Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Touchdown, Pitt! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Terrapins line up to punt it away. The this will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. He's piled up 97 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. They'll ride the hot hand. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He's got an open man. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Hit right back to the line. Might be calling a hot route. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Looking down the middle. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle at Soto. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Quick strike through the air for the score.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
To the ground with the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll leave it with him. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Soft spot in the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to run it. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. stretch in the middle. It's Fry. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Terrapins will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's complete. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Panthers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Last incompletion leaves him still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Trying to set up the screen. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Had to throw it before he wanted. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Terrapins decide to punt it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They'll start this drive at their own 48. The give to the tailback. There he goes! And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Complete. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Terrapins moving quickly to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged out of the air. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He's got the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding. Offense.
When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds a man on the right. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. On target. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Give to the running back. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Pittsburgh. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Steel City.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the 3rd quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Balls and fired complete. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And the Terrapins will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Power football with the run. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll give it to the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it up to 34. First down, 10 yards to go. Leaves it with the running back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Pittsburgh now has it in the red zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. He wants to throw it. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Panthers.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Terrapins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. It's complete. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Terrapins can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Surging forward on the sneak. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It's good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Soto. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Caught over the middle. It's Stewart. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heap. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the 3rd quarter will wrap up with a big sack. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. And the Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. They go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Here's the handoff. Gets it past the marker. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll try the run. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Grabbed in the middle, it stops. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what we saw in that.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man on the right. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Looking to throw for it. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And how about that? That's the first INT for... He's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
He'll start this drive going to the air. Throwing right. He's got it. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Pittsburgh will come to the line with a first and goal. They'll go to the air. Rushes on him. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He might want another play. Back to pass on second down. Fires into the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hold and fire complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Charles. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. The linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Quarterback on the keeper. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the middle. Got a man. It's Henderson. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Fry. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. He'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Fry. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long. Early.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Jumped on top of the pile. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go.
You know, these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the third and goal.
It's good, and that was dead solid.
Personal
Perfect.
foul.
Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chunking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
He'll take the deep shot. Makes the catch at the 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just end. Total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to go up top on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring it on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another